there we go. This is It Kino, a podcast about the active Cubans.
I have been stealing that at the beginning of episodes. I don't know if you've noticed.
I know. I have noticed, as a matter of fact. It's funny because I was listening to one of your episodes on the TV with my girlfriend, and she was like, wait a minute. Does he know you say that at the beginning of your podcast?
Yeah, honey, I stole it from him.
Yeah. But here we are.
I can't imagine listening to one of these shows with a girl in the room with you. What is going on over there?
Well, there was a big icebreaker because one of your videos autoplayed with you and Eggy, I think, eating some gross stuff. So that was like the baseline visual introduction. So any Is It Kino is like, that's easy peasy by comparison.
I remember when my ex used to live here, and I don't remember what episode we recorded. I was talking about someone's titties, and when we were done recording, she was like, so someone's titties, huh? And I was like, oh shit, I forgot that. Yeah.
Well, Eggy, I think this is your first time recording a podcast with a lovely lady nearby. Are you going to say anything embarrassing?
Well, there's one thing I would never do. I would never be talking about huge, luscious tits and ass. Ever that. No, that's not what I talk about on this show.
She's going to come in with a frying pan and just start breaking some eggs?
Just hear a gunshot and then it's just Eggy all over.
You see me crumpled over and Tony Montana leads into the frame like, oh,
yeah.
Talk about her like that. You should not talk about her that way.
It's your
Eggy's
sister?
going to reenact the end of Scarface.
Say hello to my yoke. Well, say hello to my big friend, E. Rich McCoy is also here.
How's it going, folks? I've been indoctrinated into the ways of the Cuban mob, and I'm ready to do what I need to do for the family.
Did you get that tattoo for your sweetheart, or does that mean you're a mercenary of some kind?
Both. All the above.
You're in love with killing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he meant?
I'm not very familiar with the lore of this movie. I think this is the first time that I see it in like 20 years. Were Cuban people like? Did they sound like that in the 80s? Because what the
Yes,
fuck?
they all sound like Al Pacino in this movie. Every single one of them.
So it's like I've never met a Latino person that sounds like that. It's just, he went with it. I believe him because he keeps it mostly consistent throughout the movie, but I was like, oh, I guess it's supposed to be Cuban. Like fucking Razor Ramon Cuban.
You have to have an occupation picking bananas, is what I understand, because then you'll come off the banana boat, and that's when you sound like that.
I just haven't met any of them, I guess.
Well, this is Brian De Palma's nearly 3-hour masterpiece, Scarface, probably his most famous movie. I don't know what would even be in second place. But how do the five of us even begin diving into this? And will this be our longest episode ever with all of the tangents I know we need to get into?
Well, especially if we're going to do an intermission where we watch Ralph Sepe's latest masterpiece. I mean, it's possible. It's very possible. I don't know. Scarface is probably the one that has had the most pop culture recognition. Carrie's close, though. Carrie, I think, is probably better recognized critically.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. But I wonder if Stephen King gets more credit for that than like De Palma.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people associate De Palma with Carrie, even though you watch that movie, it is visually distinct in his style. But Scarface, I don't know if they really think about Brian De Palma with Scarface either. You just get concentrating on Al Pacino.
Yeah, right.
I think the Carrie's even a generation before mine, even, because I grew up with the future criminals that in my high school having Scarface poster on the wall. But Carrie, I feel like Carrie feels more, 50-year-olds now, because Scarface was like anyone that wanted to be a criminal or pretended to be rough had that poster or
Well, I feel like there's certain movies that almost transcend either their creation or transcend the director or creator. So Pacino becomes the face of this movie. Tony Montana becomes an entire thing for an entire generation of people, and it just becomes its own cultural force that is not removed from the movie because people love this movie and they watch it and they quote it the entire time. But yeah, it kind of like becomes its own force in the world.
Have any of us seen the original, and is this stealing a lot from that? Do we know?
I watched the original, I think, when I had to take a film class in college, and Howard Hawks directed it. It was produced by Howard Hughes. I don't have a whole lot of memory about it. I think it just kind of takes the blueprint. When I was looking into this movie, I remember Oliver Stone did not have any reverence for that film. And he almost didn't take the job of screenwriter because of that, because he did not like the original Scarface. But the original director for this movie, Sidney Lumet, wanted to set it in the current day and take the piss out of the Carter administration with the film, and that appealed to Oliver Stone. So I don't think that there's much here in terms of overlap. Again, it's been a long time. I could be wrong about that. But the original is also only 90 minutes long. This is almost twice the length of that.
Yeah,
so
nearly 3 hours.
There's a lot of indulgences there.
Is he Cuban in the original? Because he doesn't look Cuban in the original.
No, I believe he's just Italian.
Just a guy with a scar?
I don't even think he has a scar. I don't remember.
I guess Pacino is
Scarface
kind of
had no
Italian,
scar?
half Cuban. No, he did.
Did he? Let's take a look, Hans.
Go ahead, Eggy.
The original 1932 Scarface is based on a novel, which has a character that's based on Al Capone. So, yeah, that's why the original Scarface interpretation was Italian. And to be fair, they were the predominant organized crime force at the time. And not to say that they probably still were by numbers, at the time of this film and the conception, but it certainly presented, I think, the immigrant looking for a way out kind of, foundation that then leads into everything else that goes on. So utilizing what seems to be the Mariel boat lift of a bunch of boats of Cubans coming up to Florida, that was real. So I think it was, presented an opportunity to be used. And then we have the character. I think the writing lended itself to making a story that was relatable and cohesive still with all of the themes. And I really, watching this film and being somebody who really enjoyed a game called Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which I think that game took a lot of lifting of certain story elements, being based where it's at in the 80s, in like this, the thematics are very inspired, I think. So there was a lot to utilize. Cocaine, of course, obviously being a central theme here versus maybe in the original it was just some of those good old-fashioned racketeering crimes, shaking down shopkeepers for protection, things like that. I couldn't say that for sure, but I know that was, generally maybe prohibition. Those were the kinds of, things that organized crime was being fueled by in that time frame. And so I think the parallels to the time that it's set in and the different changes that are made, I think they land very well.
Yeah, what drugs were they doing in 1932?
Well, if Prohibition's in effect, just normal alcohol, bootlegging it. Oh. But I don't even know what year's Prohibition was. But it's probably right in there, right?
When is the original Scarface set, Hans? Because that might give us an inclination. I mean, the drugs in 1932, heroin was still around. It was just different. Cocaine was still around. But the public perception and knowledge around those things was minimal by comparison.
Well, and cocaine in its existence in 1932 was you just went to like a vending machine down the street and they just had cocaine.
Yeah. A lot of these things they just gave to people in the drugs you were given by your doctor. So.
Speaking of Vice City, Eggy, was there not a PS2 game of Scarface, The World Is Yours, that was very similar to Grand Theft Auto?
It's great.
Was it not? Was it better than GTA? Because my friend swore up and down in high school that it was.
I never played it. I know that it was a story-driven, I think, along the lines of the film, narrative in a third-person action shooter. I'm sure if you enjoy Scarface, I don't have any reason to believe that you wouldn't enjoy the game. But then again, I don't know anything about it. Maybe I'd have to look up, make sure that it's not a total stinker. But I'm pretty well-versed in the worst games of all time of like the 2000s from back when I was a nerd of that sort of thing back in the day. In any case, the game does exist.
Yeah, Hans, you've played it?
Yeah, there's also a Godfather game, PS2, I think. That's
I
also
did play
good.
that a bit, yes.
Yeah.
On the Wii.
What you learn about Vice City and also Grand Theft Auto 3, the more movies you watch and the more you dig into criminal films, is that there's not a single original plot point in either of those games. They just
it's literally all just lifting everything.
It's Scarface, it's Miami Vice, it's a touch of everything.
We need to invent new crimes to make movies more exciting. And video games.
Well, because everything is cybercrime now, right? Which is just kind of boring, you know.
Well, that was Black Hat, right? That was the Michael Mann. Chris Hemsworth is a computer hacker.
In the game,
by the way, to answer your,
you have to make question, go ahead, Odds.
Sorry. Just because I have it right here. The 1932 Scarface is set in 1920s Chicago.
Okay, all right, it would be Prohibition. Yep.
Yeah, he's an Italian immigrant, so I guess the accent is. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to what he sounds like, you know, in the original movie. But
should we watch it?
Yeah,
it's only 80 minutes.
I was going to ask if in the video game you have to make a moral decision to blow up a child inside the car. Like what exactly
Tony's
would you have to...
guy.
I was thinking that when I was watching this movie. It's like, is he actually a bad guy? And then, he becomes a bad guy because he kills his buddy for like a really stupid, impulsive reason. And he does some bad stuff, but is he a bad guy?
Is it impulsive if you want to fuck your sister and someone else is fucking your sister, so you kill?
He didn't know they were married, so it was a reasonable thing to shoot him.
It was a more moral time, you know. That was like the ultimate trad conservative opinion. Like, you Jew having sex outside of marriage? You just have to kill your most closest patriot partner in crime. For the record, for all the gamers in the audience, I've got here that Scarface: The World Is Yours. Like a 9 out of 10 rated GTA inspired Scarface game, so it must be super awesome.
Should we pull up the Let's Play of that instead of the original Scarface? See if the 17-hour Let's Play is a better movie.
Is there a cutscene compilation that's available for us to watch?
Google just presented to me.
Al Pacino's doing the voice for the game.
I was gonna say, is it lines from the movie or is it just like somebody doing an Al Pacino impression?
They got Dan Castellaneta to come in.
Hey man.
It says here he's voiced by Andre Sogliuzzo, who has been featured in Avatar, Darksiders, Final Fantasy, Jackie Chan, Need for Speed, and many more, including the Spyro series also, as a matter of fact.
What? Who's he voicing the Spyro series? Just random dragons?
He's got a lot of videos.
Wait,
thank you for releasing me.
He's dragons talking Spyro?
Yeah,
Spyro's got a voice.
He's voiced by
Pizza Hut
SpongeBob.
commercials.
Tom Kenny in Spyro 2 and 3.
Oh, shit. Okay. I've never
Tony Montana in the Spyro series is Sparks, whoever that is.
It's Sparks?
It must be Sparks doesn't talk in the early games. It must be the shitty fucking
Later
new ones that I hate.
Yeah,
Like Skylanders, whatever that shit's called.
Yeah.
We have Year of the Dragon, Enter the Dragonfly.
What Year of the Dragon?
The third and fourth one.
The third one's good. He doesn't talk in that game, does he? He goes.
Yeah, maybe he makes those noises in the game.
I thought that was Tom Kenny as well. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Plays Lord Farquaad in Shrek Smash and Crash Racing, released the same year as Scarface: The World Is Yours, 2006. It was a good year. I was there.
He never left the recording booth of that year.
Sure.
From Scarface to who? Who from Shrek?
Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad.
Lord
Farquaad.
All the greatest heroes in cinema.
You actually save a
My
dragon.
little friend.
You save a dragon named Tony Montana and inspire the dragon. And he goes, "Hey man, thanks for saving me." And then he flies away.
Does he try to fuck the dragon like the donkey from Shrek? Is that a thing too?
Oh my God.
He's just to fuck himself.
We found the connection.
Yep, there you go.
I think the obvious theme of the movie is you got your visible criminals and then you got your invisible ones. You know, the bankers and the politicians. He spells it out very clearly in the film, and he says, "Yeah, you guys need me to commit crimes in public, so you can point the finger and say there's society's bad guy, but the people doing the real nasty shit, who pretend, they don't have a scar on their face to tell you who they are." They pretend to be good, but they're way worse than me, and they're running everything. And I don't know if that was the message of the original film, but I think that's what De Palma was putting in the script here. If that's what he was going for.
Which Tony is you guys' favorite? Is it making fun of his friend when he's flirting with women at the beach, so he talks to children so they can laugh at his friend? Is it pretending to be good son, Scarface, even though he's not a good son? Or is it like drug dealer, drug lord, losing his mind, Scarface? Because I really enjoyed early Scarface, where he's just like, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm broke, so I'm just gonna have fun.
I like the opposite. I like when he's like really just like completely burnt out of the world. He like hates his wife. He hates his life. He's gotten to the top, and all you have to do then is just like lose everything. Like, people start coming after your money. Like,
there's one thing in this movie that I don't know if you guys are aware of, but Latin American people hold blonde women in a pedestal as like, you know, the unattainable. Like, our grandparents have told us that if you marry a blonde woman with blue eyes, it's like the best thing you can get. So like, I completely relate with him losing his mind over this skinny blonde woman, just because that's ingrained in your head when you're a little boy, when you're Latin American.
Hans,
but it's funny how yeah, go ahead.
I'm really glad that you brought this up, because this is almost probably nobody watching this would know, but throughout probably the last 7 years, there's been a one-sided, perhaps, battle among my community that I have waged war on occasion, and it's just been an ongoing theme, where when I see, obviously, you know, I'm not prejudiced, okay? When I see an obviously Latin American, high indigenous percentage woman bleaching her hair, I don't know, I'm like, I'm like on some white hotep self-hatred. I'm over here. I'm like, listen, like, you don't need to be doing that. And I ended up fighting over the years with multiple Hispanic men that would watch my program. We would get into arguments about it. I'd be like, listen, bottle blonde is not the look. I don't know. It does not mesh, but I don't know. I felt that with what you're saying there, I had to speak my piece about it, because if people know, they know. But go ahead and continue.
So I had a very distinctive, growing up with my grandmother was German. And
I was going to say, your grandfather said to marry a woman with blonde hair and blue eyes. Your German grandfather, who left during World War... Which World War was it?
No. I never
it's a Latin American thing.
No, I never met the German one. The German grandma is his daughter is the one that when I was a little boy, she would give me money and be like, remember that if you get a girlfriend, make sure that she's blonde and has blue eyes or whatever.
They did
when I was in Mexico.
They didn't flee to Latin America, like Venezuela, let's say, possibly.
Oh no, they did. Yeah.
They did.
So
okay.
so from my dad's side, they were Chinese, and from my grandma's side, they were German. But they both, in the 20s, 30s, went to Mexico as immigrants. Yes. So I guess it kind of makes sense that my German grandmother was like, yeah, you have to, you know, if you ever get married or get
you have to correct the bloodline.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that this brown Asian thing doesn't spread. And little did you know that there's
it's
nothing
contagion
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like nothing here. It died with me. Yeah.
Operation Get Hans to Move to America is back in full swing, folks. We got to get him that blonde-haired, blue-eyed goddess. If any lovely ladies listening are volunteering, it's at Hans versus Hans on Twitter.
I don't want to end up like Tony with like a blonde cokehead wife that hates you and hates everything, and she's just because you stole her from
Frank.
From a shitty what's his name?
Is he Hans?
What's his name from Superman?
I don't want to.
Superman villain, Christopher Reeve, Superman villain. What's the actor's name?
Wait, what?
Gene Hackman.
Oh, Lex Luthor.
Yeah, this is like a shitty Gene Hackman that he stole this girl from. Right?
What? Hold on. How dare you talk about Robert Loggia that way? Robert Loggia is a treasure as an actor. He was in Lost Highway. He's the second best angry man in film.
Yeah.
Was he in Thief?
Like, is that Gene Hackman or just kind of Gene Hackman? It is kind of Gene Hackman.
It's just the hairline. The hairline and the curly hair. Do you love how, like, all the prominent Cuban roles are just white actors in this movie. You have F. Murray Abraham also in this film doing that.
Do you love how the guy that killed Scarface or Tony is wearing blackface in the movie?
I thought that was Steven Seagal.
Do you guys notice that? Because I was like, oh, wait, that guy's kind of too brown. Weirdly, like his face is weirdly brown. That's not like a natural brown. And then he kills him. And I was like, oh, who's the guy in blackface that killed him? Because I don't.
When was the like absolute cutoff point for this? Of like you can no longer do this in movies. Like they were starting to like put somebody in like the tannest tan,
the blackface,
possibly.
Oh fuck, 90s.
Are you asking playing Hispanic when you're not Hispanic?
Yes.
Or you mean,
yes.
Okay. Well, there's a Robert Rodriguez movie where Willem Dafoe is playing Mexican from the early aughts. Al Pacino does it again. He plays Puerto Rican in Carlito's Way with De Palma.
Okay, yep.
Right.
And that was the 90s. So
is that the Dafoe?
Still do it now.
Is that Dafoe with the bad gums?
No, no. You're thinking of David Lynch's.
Oh right.
Wild at Heart.
That was on a
when is he
Mexican?
The Wachowskis do every type of face.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas.
Fake Asians.
One of my favorite movies. They have blackface in that too. I think, or the black becomes Asian, but because they go through slavery times and then future Asian times, so everybody gets to play a little bit of everything.
I think Breaking Bad.
Slavery times.
Breaking Bad is probably the last like huger example of that, because you also have that dude in this movie when he's trying to kill the kid. Uncle
the old guy. Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito has played. I mean, he's black, so no one cares.
Played everyone,
but he's played Hispanic so many times, and he's Italian. He's not Hispanic at all.
Which there is a big, a lot of Breaking Bad connections to Scarface. I think season 5, Walt is even watching Scarface and says everybody dies at the end of this. But the guy who plays Hector is in this movie.
That Mexican guy.
And he's
not Mexican.
He's Jewish.
Right, but
he's Jewish.
Oh, is he Jewish?
He's Jewish.
His whole plot here is he's going to plant the bomb to blow up the people, and then that's his whole plot in Breaking Bad, is that Walt puts a bomb on him to blow up Gus. So I wonder, did Walt watch Scarface and recognize Hector and say, oh yeah, let's do that trick again?
He's like, oh, the big head. Is that the first time where Tony shows humanity in the movie?
Well, it depends on how you define humanity. Also, Manny is in Breaking Bad also for one episode. He plays the guy who kills Gus's boyfriend. I'm pretty certain. But to your question, Hans, whether or not he shows humanity, I think it's maybe the only time he shows empathy for another human life.
Well, it's because his fucking bitch wife doesn't want to give him a child, right? And he's just like, well, I want to have a kid with this.
Well, it's not that she doesn't want to give him a child; it's that she's barren from her drug abuse and whatnot, I guess, and probably tons of abortions. You could imagine.
The message I see in it is that this public-facing criminal Scarface, he has a line he'll draw. He will not harm children, but the behind the scenes, the politicians, the Jewish bankers, I think they've been harming children for quite a while, and maybe some people in Hollywood knew it.
Oh, you think that's the commentary that the movie has?
I mean, it's just a literal description of what happened, connected to recent events, I suppose.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I saw Wicked 2 with my girlfriend in the theater, and spoiler alert, there's this, they start playing some song to bring all the animals back, and I said publicly, I'm waiting for people to start crawling out of tunnels and running over to join the crowd, but that didn't happen. The
no bloody mattresses?
On the 45-year-old man that was sitting next to me in the sold-out theater. I don't think he got the joke.
And I'm sure we'll talk about this on the Wicked episode, Eggy, but these boys probably won't be there for that. Eggy watched the double feature today of both Wicked movies, 6 hours in the theater. Wow. How was that, Eggy?
I never saw the first one until that, and I think it was definitely the way to see it. You might,
as opposed to just not at all.
If you don't like it, it would be torture. But I came in with an open mind, and the second film is highly referential to the first. You cannot have seen this. You cannot watch the second one without having seen the first. You will not understand what it's very referential. So
sure, it's a part two.
Now, Eggy, would you have gone to see these two movies if this girl that's with you didn't ask to go see them?
Very unlikely.
Well, unfortunately, we agreed with a guy named Arye, who's been on Fish Tank and a bunch of other programs, that we would review Wicked 2 with him. So we probably would have watched The Camera, which I'm probably going to do tonight. But
And that's the thing of it, is if I just watched The Camera by itself, it would have been a total shot in the dark. So I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
Didn't we watch the Broadway musical of Wicked? It's the same story, Eggy.
Yeah, but
How could you be lost?
Not too many spoilers. No, like literally in the second Wicked film, they are literally quoting like line for line in the first film from stuff from the first film, because it's supposed to be like it's like a joke. It's like it's this way now. Literally word for word quoting, and there's no explanation. There are a couple actual literal flashback scenes in part 2 of the first, so that, like there's that. But
oh my god,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
like I said, highly referential second film. So,
Eggy,
yeah.
Do you intend to dress up as either Elphaba or Glinda for the episode?
I'm gonna dress up as Elphaba's actress. I don't have green paint, but I have
Cindy
something
Arriba.
else. I've been looking for a reason to shave my head. So, and they say septum piercings aren't gay for men anymore. It's a fashionable household over here now. We're getting modernized. I'm getting pulled into the pop culture matrix for the first time. So,
the fucking the gall of this motherfucker saying I have a choice of shaving my head.
I mean, Eggy, eating disorder, you would have to speed run in order to
my
get
hairline
to
was here. My hairline has never. It's maybe 1% receded. It was this high the day I was born, so I had to go through. I was in elementary school looking like this, so you probably had hair at some point.
Yeah.
Well, Hans was your elementary school teacher. He remembers.
Yes, it's never great. It's never good. It was always like I would always just look at my dad and be like, "Oh, well, I guess that's what's coming for me." And he was never, never encouraging. So I just enjoyed having hair in my 20s, and now I wear hats to pretend that I still have hair. Whose dog was that, by the way?
You, Rich?
Oh,
I don't have a dog, so it can't be.
No, it was me. It was all me. Yeah, we were doing commentary for Comfort Systems the last couple of days, and that was 6 years ago. And seeing Hans's hair evolution was really remarkable, because you can see as it starts to disappear, like significantly though. But I also noticed I had some like bald spots in some shots. I was like, Jesus Christ, maybe I gotta fucking buy some Nutrafol. I don't know. Yikes.
Should we go back to Hans's question? Is Scarface a redeemable good man? And he has a quote. What was your question, Hans?
That's not what I asked, really. Which Tony was your favorite?
Oh, my favorite Tony.
That was your original question.
wedding.
You had a new question about 5 minutes ago.
He looks like a little marching band instructor bringing everybody over to the Tiger at the wedding. That was adorable. He looks so tiny and cute.
My favorite Tony is probably the original Tony in the police interrogation, because he's using his charisma to try to get out of it and lie to their faces, and I don't know what's true and what's not. Like, did he really learn English watching these classic American movies with his dad? I mean, maybe that's where he got his swag from. And I like his line where the guy asks him if he's gay or dresses as a woman, and he says, "Are you fucking kidding me with this guy, Meng?" And when he says Meng, that Latino shit fucking cracks me up, and he's so just fluent really and natural with it. So that's my favorite.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, I'm not really Latino, but gotcha. Yeah, the Omar Soke thing is just like, that's not. No one talks like that.
I do like
no one talks like that.
Directly following that scene when they say, "Oh, you send him to Freedom Town. He's not on the level." It does this shot along the side of this detention bus of like all of the migrants being taken to this, shanty town, and you have so many obviously high Indio, probably legitimately Cuban extras, and it pans back to Al Pacino, and I don't think that's Manolo yet. That's in I can't remember exactly who that guy was, but obviously much more European actors in the back to have their dialogue. I got a little chuckle out of that, yeah.
I like that in the prison camp, he's the basketball Chad, despite being a good 6 inches shorter than everybody else in that shot. It just goes to show it doesn't matter how you're built. If you're Scarface, you'll be the basketball Chad anyway.
Well, they didn't need to use lifts on this movie, right? I guess they didn't think of that as like in future movies where Pacino's in, where he just wears platforms pretty much, so that he looks taller. I guess
Do we
here is
think-
just like camera trick.
In that shot, he misses the basketball shot, like as they're like panning to him and away from him. Was that intentional, or they just didn't want to like get everybody to sit there and reshoot? They just didn't care enough for him to actually land the basketball shot and then have him like be, the good player that gets chased after as he's being pulled away. Just something I noticed.
It's a question of his competence.
You might be falsely accusing Pacino wearing lifts here. I think, if I remember right, Pacino has always kind of embraced his shortness. There's a picture of him in The Irishman on set, and De Niro is the one wearing lifts to get to Pacino's height.
Oh, damn.
Let's verify this, please. I think De Niro is actually
tiny
secretly
shit.
the very tiny guy, and he's hiding it well.
Oh fuck.
We have a friend, Eggy, who met this man in person. We could just ask him how tall he was. Skip Schwink, right?
Yeah, which film did they meet on? I guess.
The Killers of the Flower Moon, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what happened to that guy? I thought he was in a couple episodes that we did, and then he's just not in them anymore.
Who? Skip?
Yeah, Skip Schwink.
Yeah. I think we did one episode with him only.
Yeah, he's still trying to get his supervillain movie produced, I think.
He's been doing a lot of AI renders for the last 3 years, and they keep on getting better as AI progresses. Al Pacino has a build height of 5'6", and Robert De Niro has a build height of 5'10". So
I just posted the picture.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, would you post the
I
image?
found that picture
It's
that you're
De Niro with the lifts,
Do you wanna
and
pull
it's
it up?
insane. It is insane.
It is.
who is he trying to impress? Is that's the film that he got billed 5'10" on? Is because he was just faking and frauding?
Wow.
Aha.
And he thought Ben Stiller was a Focker.
There we go.
It's billed by.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
What happened?
Pacino's legs as well.
Playing Trump now.
Holy shit.
Yo.
Flores, did you ever
Barbecue
tell us why you
Pacino.
hate the Fockers trilogy?
Well, I don't hate the Fockers
You
trilogy.
gave them
I
all
just did-
1 star.
Did I give the first one 1 star?
You gave them all like half a star or 1
I think
star.
this is I think I might have given the second or third one 1 star for sure. But the
all
first
3 of them
movie,
you
it's
shit
pretty
on.
good.
I can't
Well-
believe there's 3 of them. I
There's
thought
a
there was
4th
only
one
2.
coming.
There's going to be a 4th one. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, Hans, you told me
Father-in-law.
about the original one too. You're the one who broke the
Yeah.
news
Oh, yeah.
about the source material for Meet the Parents. The indie film Meet the Parents.
Did we talk about this on the show before? I don't remember.
I think we
Yeah,
did.
we probably did.
I'm still
100%.
pissed that he hated those movies. I thought they were great.
It's hard to say that I hate them when the last time I watched them was like 2005 or 6.
Yeah, I
good.
think I saw both of them in the theater, and I laughed. I can't remember. I liked both of them. I didn't know there was a third. What's in the third one?
Little
It's
Fockers.
just-
I think De
No,
Niro
it's the second one,
he
is
takes
it?
boner medication, and then Ben Stiller has to stab his cock with a needle to make it deflate. And then like his daughter
Okay.
walks in on him doing it, and they're like, "What are you doing to Grandpa?"
Wow, that's that late 2000s shock humor, like Human Centipede.
I was dying laughing. It's still good to this day.
Damn, I haven't seen.
They
Little
acted it
Fuckers.
well.
Laura's, do you want to do a Little Fuckers episode of movies?
We've discussed this. We said I think we said yes and then just promptly forgot about it.
We should talk
Did we
about the same
discuss this,
thing
like,
every
4 years
episode and
ago?
act like we've never talked about it before.
Hey, if we're just adding incremental bits of Fokker lore, like Robert De Niro getting a needle stabbed into his cock, or in one of the earlier films, Ben Stiller accidentally destroys the urn containing Robert De Niro's mother's ashes, and a cat starts shitting all over the ashes. This is gonna feed into people can eventually listen to every episode, and they'll eventually be able to piece it all together.
They won't
One
have
last
to
thing.
watch the Fockers themselves. Just listen to 20 hours of our podcast.
As they should. Celebheights.com, I'm going to consider this the ultimate resource here. It says, as of the current year, Robert De Niro's 5'6", and his peak build height was 5'9". It seems like Robert De Niro, if he's wearing giant, like 12-inch platforms and giving fake heights to put on his billings for films, he might be a little bit insecure.
No,
It
he
is
could
what
be an
it
old
is.
man who's shrinking, right? And then he still needs to be super tall for That
what
Scorsese
do you guys,
movie.
What do you guys think of Robert De Niro's Scarface will sound like? It'd be like...
You don't want to hear my
say hello to
impression.
my little friend, you know?
Are we far enough in that we can pull up Ralph the Movie Maker's latest short film?
Oh yeah, is this the intermission now where we can watch Ralph's? What is it?
No,
the Quintessential Quartet.
Hold on. I'm thinking of it's like one line impression that I can do of De Niro as Scarface.
Well, Hans, could you give us Jack Nicholson as Scarface?
Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. I was thinking of De Niro. I was thinking of more like a, like a. Omar, it's okay. Yeah,
that felt more Marlon Brando in The Godfather, I think.
Okay, it's Nicholson. Hold on.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, hold on.
Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now.
I can't do. I only have the.
What would? First of all, you got to figure out what would he say. What would Jack Nicholson say as Scarface? That's one word.
Only one word?
It's the same for everything. It's just, hey.
Be like, looking at his, somebody disrespects, be like, cocksucker.
He would just say cunt. He would just.
But for Hans's impression, it has to be one word and one syllable, or else it becomes something
It
not
falls apart.
impression.
Yeah,
And it has to be the word "hey" every time.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to think of actors that say "hey" or have said "hey" at some point. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Otherwise, I can't think of it.
What, does hoo-ah count for Pacino? That's only 2 syllables, though, so I guess that doesn't count.
That might be too much work.
Yeah.
Too much. Can't do it. Can't keep the accent straight for 2 syllables. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Harvey Keitel is on the Little Fuckers. I'm looking at the Little Fuckers IMDb. And it's when was Harvey Keitel in Scarface?
Okay,
little
what?
fuckers.
That movie was supposed to be called The God Focker, and then they pussied out at the last second.
Ooh.
Damn.
Because the kids are barely in the movie and not relevant at all. Like, the God Focker name is given to Ben Stiller, and it's a big deal, so missed opportunity. Might have made twice the money.
There's still time. They could make that the 4th one.
What's the 4th one called?
Focker in Law.
Is that real?
Yeah.
There's an actual 4th one coming out?
Yes!
Yeah.
I thought we talked about
It's a
it
big deal.
twice
Maybe we
now.
did. I don't know.
Big deal when they announced it.
The 3rd time we have to say it. Hans, I want to watch Ralph's new film. It's very good and funny.
Well, hold on. We can tie this back. Scarface, the original, is Italian. Ralph Sepe is Italian. He's known for playing criminals, for hard guys, for playing thugs. Lover was a drug film. It's not that far off.
Lover's
the
very much
reservation.
based on Scarface.
In retrospect,
Yeah.
clearly.
Now, does this whole thing prove that the old school, they're saying Italians might be also black? What Italians represent in film, they have to be a criminal, they have to be eating delicious food, they have to be seasoning and having a lot of culture and having beautiful women. I mean, when are the parallels? I mean, it's getting hard to ignore at this point. It's been 100 years of cinema, I'm just saying.
We should remake Scarface with a black guy, and he's doing THCA because that's the new prohibition.
That's right.
Was Ralph able to grow facial hair on this new short?
He's
or
not
is
in
still
it.
gonna be like the-
Disappointing news,
Oh.
Hans. He's not in it. They
Hey guys,
bullied him
he
out
ever
of
has to
doing
feed
it.
his cats, and it popped up on my screen for everybody to see.
Okay.
So he's gonna miss this great short film for a little bit, but that's okay. Should we give any context, Lores?
So I was not expecting this film. I'm kind of going off of what you told me, but what I heard was that he got bullied on the YouTube comments into not acting in this film, which I think is a huge mistake because Ralph Sepe's screen presence is so distinct and notable, and we're about to see what that looks like without his face as the avatar of the project here.
And I listened to the Ralph podcast, and they talked about the behind-the-scenes making of this, and his friend with the thick Boston accent actually wrote the script for this, not even Ralph himself, even though I think the credits might have said differently. I guess we'll double-check here. And they spent months and months, like maybe half a year, thinking of fun ideas to put into this short film, because they're playing superheroes and they're trying to figure out which powers they can film and do editing for that looks good with their capabilities. And
without him being in it.
He's not in it. He's just directing it and editing it. They filmed it in July, and then it took 4 months to edit. And this is so basically almost a year's worth of effort put into this. I just thought everybody should know that.
4 months to edit.
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to make a comment on that. You take 4 months to edit a 3-minute video.
And if you look at his uploads lately, it's not like he's been working on other stuff, so I don't know.
Well, it could take that long if you're doing a frame-by-frame hand-drawn animation. So that is the level of, specific,
Is
detail
that what we're expecting? Is that the type of detail we're expecting on this one? No.
And based on the context,
but it's a superhero short film, and he wanted to get the powers right. So I have to imagine it was CGI editing to do with superpowers. Did he mention this to you guys when you met him in person? Because I guess he was technically working on it at the time.
No, he was way too preoccupied.
He was nervous. He was like a little happy boy with his mom when we met him.
I think he clarified that was not his mom. That was a lady.
That was his date.
Wait, no, wasn't it his mom? After we took the picture, the older lady that was very proud of him, that was
I feel like on the episode, he confirmed that was just someone else.
Old lady.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well,
I like what I'm seeing so far.
Okay, the Quintessential Quartet.
You might need to turn it up.
Again, Sally.
Bob never takes shotgun, and he's just peachy.
Look, the only reason I don't sit in the front is I don't want one of those red light cameras to get a glimpse of this face.
All right, can you quiet down back there, please? Thank you. We're already late. I'm trying to drive.
This is on Letterboxd.
We'd be more fashionable in our lateness if we weren't caught up in trivial duties, Rory.
Superhero 101, Jerry. Can't even ignore a kitten in a tree, right? Right?
Was that the special effect that took so long? Was the cue?
Oh, hi. Sorry, where are my manners? We are, of course, the Quintessential Quartet, the premier of superheroes of Essex County.
I'm from Middlesex.
Language, young lady. I'm Jerry. Pass me along.
The vocals seem a little too tinny for them being outside. Maybe that's part of the special effects to make it sound like it's inside a recording booth outside.
They had to dub over it and precisely make it match up to the lips.
Yeah, this guy needs to shave his head.
Live, I mean, you already know that. This is Sally, disappearing chick.
Can't show it off now, though. Gotta replenish my blood sugar.
Can't rush things. This is Bob, fruity cereal man.
Is that what they're calling me nowadays?
That's what I'm calling you. And this is Rory, our leader. I was gonna say village idiot, but he's a strong guy, so we can use him. And we're at a pool party at Mr. Magic's house.
Pool party.
Yeah, that sounds a little more correct.
My strength propels me forward. Hey, Bunny, look at this. I can play the tuba. Oh shoot! I'm sorry.
Can't be easy playing host.
What?
Well, that's where my unbeatable power to cast projections of myself comes in handy. The funny thing is, I've traveled to many strange realities, and I've vanquished interdimensional creatures, but I've never been to outer space.
I for sure had you pegged to be a stargazer.
We went there together. Stars wouldn't be the only thing I'm gazing at.
Oh, stop. Oops, you've reached the eczema.
Give it a fucking second to breathe. What the fuck?
You just needed to bathe? No wonder you smell like crud.
Hey, that's disrespectful. At least Betty back there liked my jackknife.
Hello? Right now? There's a problem at City Hall. It's on fire. We have to go.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh, quick Starbucks run first.
What about aloe? I got burnt.
There's people burning at City Hall. I can
wait,
refresh my skin. It's coffee, burnt skin. We'll deal with that later. We gotta get to City Hall.
I need Starbucks.
All right, Starbucks first.
And shootings.
Okay, start.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
All right. Well, it ended early. It ended a whole minute.
What?
There's an extra minute.
And
of
he
credits
made those
there.
2.5 minutes extremely long.
Was this just an excuse for Ralph to throw a pool party?
What the fuck was this?
I really thought we were going to break it down like moment by moment because it does. Move
honestly, the listening audience here was done a disservice by us watching this movie, and all. It's a bunch of kind of clumsily dressed superheroes going to a pool party, having a fun time, I guess.
Clumsily dressed. They're wearing normal pedestrian clothes, aren't they?
Well, I was thinking more the cereal man, right? Because they just glued
he was
a
just
couple
filthy
of
and needed a bath, and he
him.
ruined the pool party for everybody.
Yeah.
If it was cereal, at least it should dissolve and get like fed into the pool filter. It won't hopefully float around too long. It's only one face worth, although his skull was very large, and so was the rest of his body. That's why he's my favorite character, relatable character. But
what threw me for a loop is after I clicked on this video and watched it, Monkey, you told me that this was intended to be a period piece. Did any of you guys get the sense of that?
What? Who has their period? Who's the character that has their period? Because this is not vintage.
The final frame of this is dedicating it to somebody who passed away. Is this like a malicious thing, or did he actually like?
Yeah, there it is.
I would not want this made in my memory.
He watched a draft of the film, and that was the final straw.
That was it, yeah.
Listen, if you want to sue them about how people kind of talk to each other, but not really. What the fuck was this? What is this? I'm so confused.
Can we break down what the powers were? I didn't understand a lot of the superpowers here. So one guy can make clones of himself.
That's the only power we saw, because the other power is like,
one guy has strength because he says, "Oh, I could blow a tube," and he squirts the water noodle into the guy's face, and it's supposed to be like super powerful. And the other guy says, "I use my super strength to go down the slide," and then like it was just completely normal. They spent months thinking of these.
The footage or something.
Listen, just because I say I'm Chinese doesn't mean I'm Chinese, Eggy. You know, it's like I can say. I mean, Eggy,
say this,
Jimmy.
This because they showed Brett Cooper in the two-piece, or whoever that doppelganger of her was, way too salacious. Is that the right word? Really took away. Maybe it's a good sell for the film. I don't know, but that guy in that double shot where he's just sitting completely still, so there's absolutely no way whatsoever that either one of his arms will cross over and like cross out of frame.
Eggy, I don't think anyone's wearing a one. I don't think anyone's wearing a one piece in the short.
There's a bikini top at one point, but on it being a period piece, I looked up the message where we talked about that, Low-Res, and Low-Res asked like what's up with the color grading, and I believe since this is a parody of the recent Fantastic Four movie, which was also a period piece, I assume the color grading here is to make this take place in the past.
This was made this year?
What, this short?
Yeah.
This just came out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this wasn't made in 1967. That's crazy.
Wait, so what was this guy's power? Just having shit on his face?
He's made of soggy cereal.
And then he jumps on the pool and he's not wet, right?
Whose pool did they ruin by having this guy filthy jump in it?
Like only part of his belly is wet. So is his superpower that he can dry up quickly on not his belly? I'm so confused. He just got 3 men on short shorts and one of them in a Speedo on a pool.
Here's what I think. I think Ralph came up with the idea for this short just to see this girl in a bikini, and then she didn't even fully get into a bikini, and so he kind of just gave up on it and edited it after 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's the best you see is right there.
Like he could have done my superpower is that my ass is amazing, right?
This is on Letterboxd, so I'm rating him.
My superpower is I look really good in a bikini. You know, she doesn't. What's
does
her
she?
power?
That's a fucking fridge. What's going on?
Well, no, but I mean, but you know what I mean. Like if he was trying to get that from this, I guess you would make a point of it. But like, she's just like a little girl, like a short girl.
Are you guys gonna all rate this on Letterboxd and include it?
Wow, E-Rich, 13 seconds ago gave it half a star.
Only half?
During this episode.
I gave it at least 1, I think.
I'm gonna give it
Why one?
a watch.
Why one?
Because it was short.
Like, But what?
It was.
But what
it was
happened?
not short though.
It didn't torture me as long as the other half-star selections on my letterbox.
This could have easily been a minute and a half.
Should they just keep the?
It shouldn't have existed.
Oh,
Like, what was even in this? What was the point? Why was it made? Do we have answers?
Well, here's what I think. We see this Q repeatedly circling on screen, and it reminds me of my undying allegiance to the truth, known as QAnon. So I think really we're reading between the lines here, and this woman in the bikini looks like Daily Wire former contributor, former Ben Shapiro employee, Brett Cooper. I think she was in maybe one of those movies I watched of his. So with that being said, we got this guy. He kind of looks like a full-fledged... This guy might be the Groiper. He's kind of got the build for it. I think that's what they look like.
Is Hans making us look at his feet over and over again? What are you doing?
So I'm reading between the lines here.
Stop! Stop!
Obviously, a dog whistle, Italian.
God damn it.
Mussolini, he was with them, so let's think about it one time. This is definitely a QAnon dog whistle. Short, sweet, and to the point.
No, it's getting funnier. It's getting funnier the more he does it. Keep doing it, Hans.
It's more disturbing than the midget dating website. Come on.
I've been trying to pause it for like 5 minutes and he won't pause.
Speaking of that, maybe
click.
this girl, she might be on the midget dating website, so keep your eyes peeled.
Is this the worst of Ralph Sepe's filmography?
Yeah.
Well, if we scroll down to the comments, I think his diehard fans might agree with that sentiment.
But this one is shorter than Ralph in the Multiverse.
About half, yeah. Who wants to read these out loud for the podcast listeners?
It's
Hansa.
crazy that he actually knows other people. It's pretty funny. He got me.
Especially as the top comment.
Who needs the Fantastic Four? We have the Quintessential Quartet. Hell, yeah, the headliner just watched.
I clapped when the big fella jumped in the pool.
That's right.
We're at the
Pool
pool
party.
party.
Oh man, I mean, don't you wish that you were able to see? Hold on.
Stop.
No.
Don't you?
Find the feet.
Don't you wish you were able to see Ralph's feet instead of these fat man's feet in this?
I was going to say,
in
if
this frame?
Flores was going to replace anybody with Ralph, would it have to be this guy?
But I don't think he
course.
would take this role. I think he would take the driver's role, right? Because
The
this
leader.
guy,
the Speedo.
this guy's too much visual comic relief, and Ralph would never entertain playing that kind of role.
He'd want to be the guy who becomes multiple man, and then there's like 5 Ralphs. That would have been so much funnier, and he already had practice with Ralph in the multiverse, so it's too
That's
bad
right.
the comments let him down.
Could have been a tie-in.
There was
I don't
a
like
comment
that he's
there.
because. Yeah.
It just said, I'm sorry, this screams college film to me. I think this would be failing any college film class that you submitted this to. 'cause
This
it's just-
screams high school film to me. What
This screams Snapchat story compilation of going to a pool party and some guy had glitter on his face and that's about it. Yeah.
If we saw this at the 48 Hour Film Festival, I would consider it to be one of the bad ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's just nothing there. Like, what's the
I
idea?
like that comment.
I don't.
That was kind of funny, I think.
Yeah, the one that's. What the hell was that? Yeah, I'm confused.
Do we
Especially
think
when-
maybe Ralph feels the need to put in more effort when he's the star of the film? And when he's not the star of the film, maybe there's not as much interest.
I think I see a comment there that I'm
Yeah, but-
familiar with.
It seems
don't look at that.
harder. It seems like it would be harder to convince more people to be part of this. It's a bit easier when you're one of the main characters or like you're in it yourself.
Well, that's because you don't have Lover in your filmography, right? If you're able to pull up Lover and you're just like, this is what I do, motherfucker. You want to be in my movie?
Lores, wouldn't you have
Yes.
liked it much more in Mass State Lottery if you were just directing it and you had like a clone of yourself to direct as the actor? Isn't it way stressful to try to balance both at once? Like, Ralph should have been in the zone, not having to worry about acting, and he should have nailed all the behind the scenes shit.
Yeah, probably. You would think so, but different people run on different fuel. And Ralph, I mean, if this is the only one we have to go by, I don't think he's done another short where he's not in it, right? This is the first time he's done that?
I think so.
Okay, and it's probably the worst result that we've seen so far. So I think having a healthy amount of vanity, if it helps him complete these projects, then he should be starring in every single one. He's like Woody Allen.
You need the RalphTheMovieMaker to be on the, on screen.
Is he doing okay, Eggy?
The RalphTheMovieMaker?
Yeah, is he still kicking? I thought he was like almost dead 12 times.
I think the last I heard about him a couple weeks ago, he went live like 6 times in 30 minutes on some combination of drugs. One of his like former A-logs, the father of the woman who had his illegitimate child, is like back on Twitter to restart grifting, like some hate train against him. He had something else going on. It hasn't been looking great. Obviously, Ethan Ralph, he's only ever been kind to me, invited me on his show many times, so I don't aim to get any kind of joy from his downturns or whatever, but it hasn't been sounding super great. However, I just want to say my final verdict actually on this film, giving it a little bit of consideration, I think it's great anti-humor because the actual content of the film is essentially nil. However, in the final third or more of the credits, he is showing the Patreons who are financially supporting him, which is a great, twist to humiliate these people, and it's something that brings us humor. And then he also takes
look at who paid for this shit.
This mobile phone video with a sepia filter is dedicated to somebody who apparently really lost their life, actually. So it really, in a way, it's very Lynchian in a way that I can now appreciate after digesting it a bit further.
What the hell is this, Hans?
It's his T-Public store.
This is Ralph merch. Release the drone.
Yeah.
I think we're doing this again. I think we looked at this one time before already.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, you know what merch we do need to
These are
look
different
up.
designs, though.
I saw that.
Hans,
Go ahead,
Hans, we gotta put you down, man.
The Angry Video Game Nerd put out its own brand of hot sauce, and Mike Matei has a sauce called Mike's Creamy White Sauce. And I think we're going to get some for Hans for Christmas. I might be spoiling his surprise, but...
Spoiling his diet. Spoiling his stomach.
Creamy white sauce.
It is real and available for purchase if you want to get some, Hans.
I don't know if I do. It says big old... What is it? Big Dick Mike, right? What was
yeah,
it?
10-incher Mike's Creamy White
Mike
cum.
BWC? Matai?
BBC Mike?
BBC, Mike?
Oh shit! Okay, it is $15. That is the most horrendous label I've ever seen. Though.
Is it his face? I think it's his face, right?
Yeah.
No, it's a good face.
Thumbs
I
up.
like Mike. You know what? Mike Matai got so much hate for posting his big, huge dick on Twitter one time. But he's great. I've always liked Mike. I like his racist comics. The Loco Bandito reminds me of Scarface, in fact.
Yeah, would you try this sauce? It's creamy white sauce.
It says, yes, it is safe to eat this. Like, cum is dangerous to eat?
Mike Matai is at the bottom of the list of people from, like, the Cinemassacre universe who deserve any sort of flag. How about the big dude, Justin, who flagged our retrospective on the movie?
Oh, fuck that.
It got taken off of YouTube because he was like, oh, they're talking about the movie unpleasantly.
Why is my copy still up?
He hates me. Because he's had it out for me for a while. He saw some of my Facebook posts about him and made some comments.
Uh-oh.
So he's got like one eye everywhere.
Lores, that me and Justin Silverman have a history going back 20 years. Did you know that?
I did not. I had no idea.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't even know it either.
There?
But
is there love there, Mom? Eggy? Why do I keep fucking...
What happened was what I didn't realize until back at Creator Clash 1 a few years ago when I got to go to the weigh-in or whatever because of Rusty at Emp, like flagging us in, and that was back when the Sam Hyde protest was going on. Airsoft Fatty and the MDE guys that were there, basically got me in the door more or less. Harley did too, all that. Anyway, but Justin Silverman was there, and I'm walking around. Some of these people, they recognize me, and of course they're horrified and turning to face the wall and not making eye contact. But Justin Silverman, he's like, "Yo, man, what's up?" Didn't realize, I was big in the Minnesota sci-fi convention scene throughout my high school. Really probably late junior high, high school, and then college years. And Justin Silverman, being from Minneapolis, was a regular attendee and Dungeons and Dragons game master and stuff, and we'd all played Dungeons and Dragons together for years, and I hadn't even recognized that was him because everybody at these conventions was a morbidly obese man with glasses. So
just like him, yeah.
Everybody looked the same. I didn't even recognize that he was any different, but he recognized me because I'd been at all these sessions with him, so he was chopping it up with me, and was like happy to see that I was somebody that was worth being a Z-list E-celeb or something. So that was cool.
He looked and smelled exactly what you would expect him to look and smell like. Yeah, I feel you.
So once again, just like the Kino Corner, Eggy has a lifelong friend that Low-Res's vitriol against is tainting this friendship.
There's no vitriol. Could you put in a word to get him to allow me to monetize the episode? It's actually, I think it's blocked worldwide, so you can't even watch it.
Well, if I happen to be, we can have some kind of avenue established. I'm back on Twitter now. I was getting retweeted by Justin Wang, and Justin Wang, everybody loves him, right? So
the better Justin.
So, yeah, exactly.
We all podcasted with him months ago. How many downloads did that B-Bang get? Like 13? Like, has anybody heard that?
Oh, no, people have definitely heard it, but nobody of note on that show reposted it, I'll tell you that, even if they got tagged. So...
Nobody likes B-Bang. That's why we don't do it anymore.
I love B-Bang.
That's not true. B-Bang does well for like a supplemental side podcast, but we haven't done it in like 3 months.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to be doing the Love Line 3, and Low-Res refuses to talk to his only black friend.
I was just on with him last night.
Where's he at?
For it.
Call him right now. Listen,
didn't you? Hold on, Hans. Do you want to pull up the picture that I sent to you and Jerry? Let me I'll send it to you again if you want to see what he's up to these days. Here you go, Hans. It's in your Facebook messages.
Oh, the fucking shirtless photo of him playing
you don't have to, ridicule the man. He's just relaxing in his home. He found a flute, so he's decided to take up the flute. He's been very busy practicing the flute.
Is it a crack pipe?
It's not a crack pipe. It is a legitimate flute, as far as I'm aware.
Legitimate. When I rejoined Twitter in the last week, I made a prerogative to go search down that Love Line 3 whatever and retweeted it, so maybe one more submission came in as a result, perhaps.
We've got tons of submissions. I mean, I haven't taken a look at them in a while, but I still get email pings every so often from somebody who's dug it up and sent something in the anonymous box. So I would just have to parse through them, download them, and then we can do that, whatever. I think that'd be a great way to cap the year, though. So we're so close now.
Hans, what Love Line dating advice would you give to Scarface?
Don't go for white bitches. Go get a torta. She's gonna love you more than this skinny cokehead blonde white woman.
Don't be so emotionally invested in your sister's pussy.
I was going to say, should he have wound up with his sister instead? Would that have worked out?
Think of Stevie from Eastbound and Down. Get a fat
keep it in the family, Tony.
E-Rich, was this your first time watching this movie?
Yes, I've never seen it before.
We'll get back to this. I got to look at this photo here.
This is a video.
It's not a photo.
Look at those titties.
Yeah, he's got some nice titties.
Oof. I take that back. We really don't need sound.
Hashtag just got man boobs.
Just got man boobs.
Well, he's into...
You said this is the star of your movie? MySpace?
This is every movie.
5 likes in 10 hours?
Some E-Rich numbers.
Yep.
It's a good point. He must be getting shadow banned because it didn't come up in my feed, but I'm pretty sure I follow him, so I better go like it real quick.
Well done, Kenny. Well done.
Did you guys notice how he hashtagged not trans, hashtag just got man boobs?
Yep. Thanks for repeating it, Hans. It was so good, we had to say it again.
E-Rich, at the end of this movie, when the sister who's beloved has just been killed by Scarface, and she walks in the bathrobe, you can almost see her nipples and, nice titties poking out, and she says, "Oh, you want me, don't you, Scarface? This is what you always wanted." Did you think there was any chance of an incestual twist here?
I thought for a second, and then she started shooting him as well, so I was like, kind of a mixed signal she's giving out, so...
It might be the most terrifying, moment in cinema I could think of recently. Your half-naked sister asking if you want to fuck her while she shoots a gun at you, and you're cowering behind a chair, like, oh my god, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Hoping an assassin shows up.
I think it's an ancestral twist when he meets her, right? Where he's just like, "Oh my God,
you used to look like a boy, and now you look like a woman."
Yeah, but she doesn't really. She just has big hair. That's it. Like she's just skinny with big hair. But like,
the bigger the hair, the older they are.
Yeah, because as soon as he not meets her, but like sees her again, he's like, all horny and shit. And he's just like, I was wondering if this was gonna, because again, I haven't seen this movie in like fucking 30 years.
Well, you know that's a phenomenon, Hans. Is if you meet your that's right. Yeah, no, if you meet your sibling or a parent that you're estranged to after like decades or whatever. I don't know if that's the case here. Maybe it's not. There's a reported like strong uptick that you're going to find that person attractive. This is reported in people, like women meeting their dads after like 30 years of abandonment.
And that documentary Old Boy?
Yes. Beautiful Spike Lee film, Old Boy.
Oh, God.
Remember that scene in Three Identical Strangers when the triplets all met and started fucking?
And started sucking each other off. Yeah.
When they're all like, "Oh, we're all Jews. Look at our little penises."
That's a direct quote.
I must have seen the director's cut of that movie, Hans, because I don't remember that part.
I just want to say, because I feel like I need to get this in here somewhere. We're talking about what advice would you give Scarface. I think he would have been okay with that same woman in the modern day, because a woman who looks good, is on cocaine all the time, very fidgety and bored, is like the perfect Instagram famous recipe. So, I mean, I think she could have been like, posting up at some fancy spot, getting a lot of likes on Instagram that probably would have, gave her some validation that she was craving. So,
well, I don't really like Elvira's attitude when she says, "I have Nick the pig as a friend." What kind of life is that? Like, if my woman is bitching about me being friends with Nick the pig, she's not the woman for me. Because then I wouldn't have any friends.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. Would you be happy with having like a Eugenia Cooney girlfriend that's just skinny and like asking for attention from the internet?
I feel like the movie, despite being extremely long, is missing a honeymoon phase where he's reached the top and he really enjoys it. I feel like we just go straight to the hot tub scene where he's already pissed and him and his woman are just bitching at each other.
Well, no, that's all in the Push It to the Limit montage.
But that's it's like 2 minutes in a montage.
Well, that's my advice is stay in the montage.
Yeah.
like as long as possible, keep pushing it to the limit, and you'll be fine.
Is there a better montage song than this song?
It's got to be the best one.
It's between this and. But even that, it pales in comparison. I was thinking Rocky IV, where you have, what is it, Hearts on Fire or something? What was the Karate Kid? You're the best around. 80s, I mean, montages are so underutilized these days.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they're overutilized because some fucking movies feel like they're just in montages for most of the fucking
I keep telling Eggy to watch Oppenheimer. It's just a 3-hour montage.
Basically.
I was thinking about it. I think, I've still never done a complete Sopranos watch. And my girlfriend has a pro HBO account or whatever, so it's no ads. I don't have to repeatedly recast every single episode over and over again. So we might be starting Sopranos. And I think she said, "Oh, well, watch Scarface. That'll get you kicked up on that crime, kick. So maybe that'd be the right time for it." And I don't see why not. I also want to say, I think with the briefness of this ascension montage, is there a parallel to be drawn here with the cocaine heavy themes in the film? Cocaine is like you're on top of the world for 30 minutes and then after a while you're just choking on phlegm and wishing you had some more until you turn into Tony Montana. You get in this paranoia and mania going on because you've abused it so much you just fried. So maybe something to say about that.
Would he have burned out so quick if he just followed the 2 lessons, the 2 rules? Lesson number 1, don't underestimate the other guy's greed, and lesson number 2, don't get high on your own supply. I mean, I think his big mistake was not wanting to kill children, right? And then shooting Hector in the face.
Yeah. I was wondering what was going to happen to his Skylar White mother. she really fucking bothered me when she was like, your money's dirty, and it's like, yeah, bitch, what the fuck do? You clean the houses, you fucking old Cuban bitch. Just take the money, shut the fuck up. Like that whole scene really pissed me off because just like he's coming back wearing a cool suit, giving you $1,000 cash. Like we're talking about what, 1980,
83.
When did this movie come out? Yeah. So imagine $1,000 cash in 83. Like if someone was to give me $1,000 cash in 2025, I'd be like, hey, that's pretty cool. You know, think about 83, and she's like throwing it at him, being like, you're a bad guy. Oh, this dirty money. And it's like, that would never happen.
Do we know what Tony's father was up to?
He took him to see a bunch of movies, and then I think he just bailed on the family or something.
Okay, so the story he tells when he's navigating customs or whatever is the only thing we know about Tony's father.
Yeah.
So the mother and the sister scrammed, I guess, long ahead of time.
Well, let me tell you, there's a problem in the Latin American community when it comes to like a father taking care of their kids. So I can imagine in 1982 this might be a thing too. Yeah.
Which would have really been great for the sequel that was planned called Son of Tony in 2001, starring rapper, hip hop artist Cuban Link, who wrote the script to that.
His name was.
I'm sure that was one of the best. I'm sure that was one of the best scripts that were ever written.
Now,
or ever will be written.
I see this on the Wikipedia, canceled sequel, and I'm like, Cuban Link, the rapper from the Bronx, probably just wrote a script on his own, or hired someone to write a script and took it to Universal.
Situation.
There's no way this was ever going to happen, but they did do a sequel to Carlito's Way at this time with Melvin Van Peebles and I think Sean Puff Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs co-stars in the movie. Diddy. What were you going to say, House?
I don't know. I lost it. Not much.
Well, I want to say too about that particular scene with the mother rejecting the money. Not having seen the original 1932 film or read the novel that's based on, I think to myself, not only is she having this pride and denigration of how he got this money, like, oh, you can't know this is terrible, but she does specifically mention as well, oh, you're making the rest of the Cubans look bad, and she's bringing this ethnic element into it, and it makes me think this is very Italian coded, like this could have definitely been pulled from that original material and just swapped it over, because like we have many examples throughout popular culture. Somebody who's not intimately familiar with Italian ways, you have that overbearing mother who's very scolding and very against any sort of shame that could be brought to the family. And I don't know if, once again, not particularly familiar with Cubans either, it feels to me like that was more Italian coded and as far as I'm aware of, perhaps, than what I know of Cuban culture.
Well, the film opens by saying, hey, we got 125,000 Cubans shipped to the United States, and they snuck 25,000 prisoners in with them. So maybe she just has the concern that, yeah, there's a lot of bad Cubans mixed in with the immigrants here, and they are giving all of us a bad name, and I don't want to lose the life I've been building here because of scumbags like my own son, who might get some ice to round us up someday.
Yeah, but what life has she built? What is she doing?
She's not breaking the law. She has a home. That's as good as
she's not watching her friend get chainsawed to death right in front of her. So, but I mean, Cubans have taken a similar trajectory to Italians. They've been pretty well acclimated. They're kind of like the leading example for what you would want. Like down in Miami, so much of the economy down there is run on Cubans and not doing like service industry shit, but just like being typical
opening businesses.
Yeah, totally. So I understand that. That scene, I was a little disappointed to learn that only one scene in this movie was actually shot in Miami. The rest was done, I think, in San Diego or somewhere in California. The motel scene, which I mentioned on an earlier podcast, I visited that motel last time I was in Miami this year, where there's the drug deal gone wrong and his friend gets chainsawed up in the bathroom, and there's that like 60-year-old woman hanging out in a bikini on the bed or whatever. She's trying to look sexy or something. I don't know. That scene is terrific.
Yeah, I love that Scarface never breaks, even in the face of immediate death with no way out. He still says, yeah, go fuck yourself, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Like, he's just miraculously saved, so I like that he stays true to himself even when he's gonna die.
Just to bring it back to, like, movies, I guess, doesn't that room kind of feel like the room in Drive when Christina Hendricks is getting a shotgun thrown at her?
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, shit shot with a shotgun, yeah.
For sure.
Same, similar type of, like, shitty, cheap Motel 6.
Warm climate motel, yeah. I really love the panning shot where they don't cut and they pan over from the room over to the car. Back, like, that is all very impressive. You know, you don't get too many of the De Palma flourishes visually in this movie compared to what you would usually get. But when they are kicked up, it's very impressive.
Yeah, and I think somebody who was a less talented director would biff some of the stuff or would not care to, like, include some of that stuff.
If Sidney Lumet had directed this movie, it would have looked so boring. He's a good director. He did Network, but not really known for his visual style. And I think you're doing Miami in the 1980s. Al Pacino, you're going to go total maximalist. De Palma's the guy to do it.
What do you think is the most impressive scene in the movie, like, directing wise? Because I think when they get shot in the club is probably the one where what I would go to, just because of, like, the tension and everything that's happening in this story. And I think the use of, like, close-ups in this scene was very effective just to try to set up what was going on. But I think that might have been the one scene where I was kind of waiting for something to happen as opposed to, like, things just happening on the scene, you know?
I was probably most impressed actually with the end shootout sequence. I really
like all the
liked
overhead
climax.
shots of
I thought that was very well done too.
I think Omar being dropped from the helicopter, not so crazy, but I it was put together believably, I think. And what I think is interesting, also a little blurb about the final scene that is so extremely iconic. Something I just learned about it after watching the film and doing a little reading today is that Steven Spielberg was visiting the set of the film during the time that they were filming that final scene, and there's one single camera shot that he had directed, and I don't know which one it is, but maybe a little bit of that Spielberg magic made its way into making it as iconic as it is today. Who can say?
This was 83, so Spielberg had done... What was he working on in 83? Would that have been like E.T. era?
E.T. probably, yeah.
Is that Goonies? Oh no, Goonies is 90s, right?
No, Goonies was 80s, but he only produced Goonies.
Oh.
Well, what I read is
82.
Oliver Stone was trying to transmit his ideas for the characters into the actors on set to the point where Brian De Palma had to, like, arrange for him to be removed from the set because it was interfering with his
sabotage
direction.
Oliver Stone.
Mm-hmm. Well, Oliver Stone, I don't think, had directed a movie at this point in his career. He was primarily a screenwriter, and he would also write Year of the Dragon, or co-write it at some point around this time too.
The Spyro game.
Yes, that's right. So it would be a while before he would kind of take the initiative on his own to go and direct a film himself.
The scene I'm going to pick is one where the editing made me laugh. It's when Tony's flipping the script and he does the phone call trick to see if the guy actually betrayed him or not, and the guy doesn't pass the test, so he shoots him. There's the corrupt cop, he shoots him, and then there's Ernie. And the dramatic music is really flaring up. Oh my God, he's going to kill Ernie. And then the music just stops and Tony says, "You want a job, Ernie?" And just the editing of that was so good and funny. 10 out of 10.
Great scene.
Yeah, it can be an incredibly entertaining movie for sure.
One thing too that we haven't discussed is the soundtrack. We talked about the music for the montage, but the soundtrack by Giorgio Moroder, his work permeates so many films of the 1970s and 1980s, and he's so terrific at being able to do synth. Midnight Run was another one. No, sorry, Midnight Express, rather. Midnight Express. That's the Turkish prison one. His music for that is great. Here, it's terrific. The pop music's terrific. Really helps give it the character that it has.
Yeah, it's a wonderful score, and like I think the movie would be lesser without it. There's so many sequences that you can just like, the music just makes it.
Would you guys be interested in seeing this remade? Because there have been so many attempts over the years. I remember DiCaprio was tied to doing it for a second, which, you know, you can just watch Wolf of Wall Street and get a better version.
Yeah, get the basic thing.
Yeah, what that would have been. Terrence Winter from Sopranos was supposed to do it for a while. The last one I heard about was Luca Guadagnino directing, but his name is on every fucking project. And the Coen brothers did a script before they broke up.
Yeah, it was going to be the Coen script is what he was going to direct, right?
Yeah,
that's Well, I would not kick that out of bed, honestly.
Is there a modern actor that you think could pull off a likable?
Yeah, Glenn Powell would be perfect as Scarface.
What about Patton Oswalt?
I hate that I've seen his face so much recently on podcasts. Why is he on Bill Maher? Why is he on all these shows now?
I saw a clip and it seemed like Bill Maher was just humiliating him for living in a political bubble. Was that the idea?
What do you watch, Bill Maher?
No, nobody
watches Bill Maher. He just comes up in everybody's For You tab.
Yeah, they're forcing him
Bad
on
Bunny
us.
Puerto Rican? What is he?
I think it's
Bad Bunny's
Pedro
Puerto
Pascal.
Rican.
Bad Bunny Scarface.
Maybe Tom Holland with a fake mustache.
Who played Lalo in Better Call Saul?
Oh, that guy.
Tony Dalton.
Something, maybe? Tony Dalton, yeah.
Dalton Pruitt?
Yes, Dalton Pruitt. I don't know. You could take it in any number of directions if you wanted to get off the reservation of, all right, well, we did an Italian, we did a Cuban, you could do...
Because they will remake it, right? This is like an iconic character. I'm
do a
surprised
Chinese gangster with fentanyl. And you get, who played Shang-Chi? No, you get Benedict Wong.
Simu Liu. Oh, man. Benedict Wong. Oh, man.
And his character's name is Wong.
Wong Face.
Wait, Loris, are we making Scarface? Is that what you're saying?
Do you want to pack on the pounds so I don't have to cast Benedict Wong?
We're doing our own headshot Scarface, and I'm just...
How many more years till it's public domain? It must be soon. 1932? The book is 1930? It's right around the corner.
It's not cocaine.
Yeah, the 100th anniversary.
It's
perfect.
Cupcakes.
Yeah.
We sell cupcakes, not cocaine.
It's just cookies.
Yeah.
After Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s dystopian future, where him and Michelle Obama team up, we can only eat grass and leaves or whatever, and we have the underground cartel putting delicious lard fried Hispanic foods into packages and shipping them.
Black market McDonald's.
Running the world, yeah.
Oh, how about this? It is already in the public domain. So.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, hell yes. Anybody can do Scarface now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, Hans, grab a knife and make it real.
Well, can we come up with a script where I say one word every time I speak?
Hooah!
Oh. It's just, yeah. Not much communicating as Scarface. I'll just react to things, I guess.
What if we made it cum face and he has a rope of cum on his face the whole time?
Oh, man.
And he says, say hello to my little friend, and, classic penis joke right there.
So it's just a little penis.
Yeah. But it has a big load of cum.
What would you call it?
That's a porn parody. That's not even...
That's not Scarface.
Yeah, did we have to wait for public domain for the porn parody as well?
No, you don't at all.
Okay.
You're covered by parody law. Yeah. They could have done it in 83.
God, why did I wait so long to make this then? I've been thinking of cum face for a decade.
What's the gimmick here, though? Is it like he just comes every time he shoots someone? Like, what's the...
I'm looking for any excuse to come on your face.
That's what Manolo should have said to the girl on the chair.
First, you get the zinc, then you get the ropes.
This is what every man should say to his wife when the marriage is not going well. Listen, I'm just looking to come on your face, bitch.
Women love to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we should pull up on the internet while we're here? I don't know if we need a trilogy of midget dating, but is there anything else on your mind, Hans?
I checked my email that I used from that. There's nothing new.
Oh, man, what a shame.
Damn.
I guess you
was looking forward to it.
I guess you have to be active on the website to get like new.
But you would think Marty Feldman, of all people, would probably sink a couple babes in the inbox.
He looks pretty retarded, yeah, but no. Nothing. No. Not enough. Not retarded enough, I guess, for whatever that website. Yeah.
It's just not fair, you know. Too retarded for normal, not retarded enough for the rest of them. It is what it is.
That's a wild website to use to go date, right? like the fact that you're just showing up, you're just like, well, I hope this retard is the type of retard that I'm horny about.
Well, I think Scarface is such a perfect Thanksgiving Day episode for the Movies podcast. Yeah. It is about the American dream. That's what the settlers wanted, right? So,
yeah, it's the American dream that goes wrong from an immigrant.
But hold on, right? I don't know if it does go wrong, because you got to think, in Cuba, he's under communist rule. It's probably miserable. He lives a great life, and it's just expedited.
No, I think he was miserable before it went downhill, because he has this line, is this it? Is this what it's all about, Meng? Eating, drinking, fucking, sucking, snorting, then what? Tell me, then what? You're 50. So even when he's at the top, he's miserable. I think the American dream is that you can never achieve it.
It's the destination, not the journey. Like the climbing up the ladder is so.
And like I said, he climbed up too quick in this very long movie. We needed more.
More climb.
Yeah, that push it to the limit montage was too quick for all the big maneuvering he was doing.
You need more Pacino struggling. You don't really see him struggle at all in the movie. Like everything kind of works out for him, right?
Are you saying Tony Montana is
he's a nepo baby? His mom did everything for him
or whatever.
He was a straight shooter. Okay, he told it like it was. I mean, if he keeps it straight up all the time, anybody who crosses him, he's just ready to. I think the line is, "I never fucked over anybody who didn't have it coming." So. You know, you cross him, he just kills you, and he keeps going until eventually the natural conclusion of such a way of behavior. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. He could have got tangled up in some more, but I mean, we saw the police, allegedly the police, that he kind of hints that maybe they weren't really who they claimed to be, but they were already all corrupt and getting their share of the drug money anyway. So there wasn't like a real grand enemy until he, went against the gang. He went against the La Cosa Nostra. He went against the code and said, I'm not going to kill these children who are like dancing right in front of me in the rear windshield. They're playing patty cake as we're arming the bomb to incinerate them and turn them into dust as just viscerally as possible. Like just the most incredible shame you could feel is being thrust upon you in the most grievous way, or egregious way, I should probably say.
Lores, if you were to cast your Scarface movie, who would be your Scarface from people that you know?
From people that I know? You just want me to say you because you're Hispanic.
No, I don't want to.
Who's the most Scarface like? I'd really have to think about that.
I saw a guy with some man boobs who's not trans, and I think he can pull it off.
He's selling baggies of male titty milk.
That's his cocaine, is the male titty milk.
It's a high on testosterone. What is it? What is that? What's the thing here? Yeah, it's got like a lot of protein, so he sells the, like a prime drink as an energy drink, but it's just coming out of my titties.
He's cutting it with Mike's creamy white sauce.
Yeah, because who? Not me, obviously, but who would you?
Is it obvious? Oh, you're limiting me to. Well, I've only done 2 movies so far, and you're the star of 1.5 of them. So, I don't know. I don't really have to think about it. There's not really anyone who sticks out that's obvious.
Do you want to make a Scarface remake, or do you want to steal the character in like a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen sort of thing where you just plug him in?
He teams up with a bunch of other public access.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
And in the next couple of years, more of these characters from the 20th century are going to become public domain.
Scarface and Batman team up?
Scarface, yeah. Bambi.
Scarface and Popeye and fucking Felix the Cat.
Scarface.
Hold on. I don't think Felix is in the public domain. You're telling tales out of school.
Is he not? I'm just thinking like the oldest cartoon.
Look, Winnie the Pooh might be public domain. Felix the Cat.
Betty Boop is his Elvira.
Eggy?
All right.
Scarface in the trans fat smuggling universe is going to be Lard Face. And presuming I have not injected Ozempic into my buttocks by that time, I will don the cape for Lard Face.
You're trying to steal Hans's role out from under him right now.
I'm just saying it's something that's, if we're especially saying, possible. I mean, is Hans not an obvious Lex Luthor? If we're saying we're taking, like a mingling of universes, I'm just saying.
Well, hold on.
Why would
Lex
you say
Luthor's
that?
a different public domain, Dave. He wasn't introduced right away. You got to wait a year or two after Superman does.
And I don't see the resemblance at all. What makes you say Lex Luthor for Hans? What specifically?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's one.
Hans, you're
I
bald?
don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh.
I've seen Batman v
Hans, are
Superman.
you okay?
Lex Luthor had hair.
That's right. The Lex Luthor that was referenced was Gene Hackman, who had a big curly bush of hair.
I mean, was it a big curly bush of hair, or was it like a receding?
It was
curly
both.
bush of hair. Yeah.
Everywhere it wasn't
hairline-
receding was a big curly bush.
Yeah, it's a hairline that starts in the middle of his head. I have that. If I just grow my hair, that's exactly what I get.
Eggy, maybe we can combine them. Lard Face will team up with Scarface and Cum Face to save the day. And Hans is playing a dual role of Scarface and Cum Face.
Who are they fighting? Is the question, right? Who's the villain here?
Ice.
Just a woman that he can't talk to because he's nervous.
There's an enemy that is against.
That sounds like
close.
MLH Scarface now.
It's too close. Yeah, it's too close to reality. I don't like that.
There's an enemy who's against cocaine. He's against fatty foods, and he's against coming. I mean, that all sounds like there's probably a politician out there that's against all of that right now. He could make a very suitable villain, I think. We thought about it.
Well, not in November, right? You're in what is it? Prostate November, where you
Prostate Awareness Month.
You're not supposed to come in November because.
Oh no, not November. You guys still holding strong?
No, I think it's called "You're Not Supposed to Come November."
Yeah, you're not supposed to come in November. It's why YNS.
YN.
Yeah. So don't come in November because it's bad for you if you come.
If we did have a new Scarface, it would be a YN.
Kenny?
His name is Kenny.
Yeah, we agreed on Kenny.
No, Kenny's Unk status. It's not a YN.
No, Kenny's just an N. There's no YN. we have to find out YN. Kenny's our age. He's not a YN anymore.
Can we send Kenny the clip of Han saying Kenny's just an N?
Kenny hates me already because what was the thing? Like he thought that I was like gay for his shit. What was it?
Oh well, we had the whole penis debacle. The BBC, to quote you,
the penis debacle
in our Discord channel, where first somebody posed as Kino. We already sussed that out. We knew it wasn't Kino, but then somebody posed as Kenny and posted a black penis this time last year, around Christmas time. And saying, my name's Kenny Dorsey. They showed a black penis, like a flattering black penis, not even a tiny one or anything like crazy. And I messaged him. I was like, Kenny, this isn't you, right? And he got very upset. He got very, annoyed. And then he hopped on B-Bang and it produced a very memorable episode. However, that person then came back a couple of months later. Hans made a remark about it couple months after that, which Kenny, I believe, misinterpreted. He just took it as Hans talking about his penis. and was like, this is real funny. This is real interesting how so many people are talking about my penis in the Discord, led by Hans, a straight man.
Right. Yeah. So I'm super gay now because I said, hey, you got a penis, Kenny. Like that's as far as my shit went. Yeah.
So Kenny proceeded to rant in the Discord, I think, for a while anyway, and he was pissed off.
Well, E-Rich, you've heard both sides. Who's in the right, Hans or Kenny?
Oof. So Kenny certainly does not deserve to be slandered with the
That's right.
Beautiful giant penises.
Yeah.
And it was Hans's fault as the moderator for not deleting that shit immediately.
That's true. You know what? It's true that I didn't delete the fact that Kenny has a little penis as a black man. Yeah.
We caught you lacking, Hans.
I should be more, you know what? I should be more aware of what's shared in our Discord. And whenever someone shares that Kenny has a big penis, I should just...
Hans, you should go around asking people to show you pictures of their penis so you can identify them in the future.
Well, that's the thing. I can't really ban it. I can't ban it.
You absolutely can't ban it. What are you talking about?
I have to verify it first.
Well, we have a rule in the Discord that you're not allowed to show your penis openly and publicly.
That's a good rule.
Is that a rule? I didn't know about this rule. I haven't shown
That's
mine,
the first rule.
It's the same rule like in a public square, Hans. You can't just show your penis to everybody. It's not polite.
Well, depends on what country you live in, right? Right.
I don't know. What country do you think would say okay to that? I could only imagine it's more severe.
India? India was just like, hey, hello, here's my penis. Please touch it, please.
Yeah, how are you supposed to shit in the street without exposing your penis?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, they have
this penis exposure, and there's just collateral damage penis exposure. I think it is important to make the distinction. Absolutely.
E-Rich, you wanted to weigh in on that?
Yeah, they have those pajamas that have the little buttons in the back that you put the flap down and then you're able to shit.
They're huge in India.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, fuck that country. Fuck. If there was one country that should be exterminated from reality,
I don't know if we could say that on YouTube.
Christ.
I like India. This episode is brought to you by Indians.
1 billion people, and they're all coming to every other country because their country sucks.
You made E-Rich hide his face.
I was rubbing my eyes, but yeah, it was nice.
I don't want to be on this podcast anymore.
Yeah.
There is one thing before, if we do end up wrapping up soon, I wanted to bring this in. Our dear friend of the show, Florian Himsel, reviewed this movie on the Purple Kernel podcast 1 year ago, and I listened to it.
Did he love it?
I think he liked it, but there was one quote I wrote down to bring into you guys from Florian, see what you guys think of this. The older movies get, the harder they are to watch.
Oh. I think he just has a low attention span.
Hans would agree with that, absolutely.
It's just
I don't
a rough
think anything has been quite a gripe except old movies for Hans.
I would, but I don't think this one qualifies for that, though. Like, there's enough.
Well, you were born before it, so it's not old to you.
Fair. Yeah. I mean...
Is he implying, like, every new movie is the best movie? Because it's the youngest and the newest? Florian likes him young in terms of films?
God, is that worse? Is that worse than someone that thinks that just because something is old is better? Without even looking.
Yes, it is objectively worse because the movies that are old are better.
Generally speaking, yes.
Yeah.
I would say, as an old film enjoyer, there's the distinction I would make is there's a certain time, maybe like in the 30s and maybe also the 40s for lower budget films, where any copies that are still existing are very low resolution and the audio is also very bad as a result of their age.
Low res.
And I think those elements take away from the film. But you have, I think, films of those eras that still have good prints and maybe have had the audio remastered, perhaps. I think, largely, what I would say still hold up. Maybe it depends on where your head is at when you're going into the film. If you're expecting something If your tastes are modern, acclimated, maybe you would have some issues perhaps. But I think if you're looking at it from just a real film enjoyer perspective, I think just those technical aspects would be the most limiting for me personally.
Florian might not appreciate old art in general. I heard another podcast where somebody asked him like how the old Legend of Zelda games helped inspire Binding of Isaac, and he said he never played them, and that everything he made was just from his idea, his brain. So even like as a video game creator, he doesn't care about classic video games.
It's pretty crazy.
Wait, he made Binding of Isaac?
Yeah, well, co-made with his friend,
With his friend Edmund.
So his friend is a successful one? Is that what I'm getting?
They're both millionaires now.
They're both pretty successful, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when I looked up Binding of Isaac, I feel like Florian's name came first in the creator.
That might be due to us. We might have been pushing that a little bit.
Oh, because I think he has the worst opinions on your show, so I was just wondering if...
The worst or the best?
No, the worst.
I miss his opinions dearly. He hasn't been around on our show.
The Florian episodes are absolutely positively ultra listenable for sure.
You're a big Florian person?
I like Florian. I do.
Wow.
I miss him.
Well, I have that German thing with him where I'm just like, oh, well, you die because you're fat and German like me, so fuck you.
Well, he's Austrian. Right.
We never got the Hans Florian crossover we deserve.
Not once?
Yeah.
Austrian, German, same thing.
Everich can make it happen. He won't podcast with me and Eggy, but you guys could do one.
We just got to find the right
good.
trap for him.
I think I'm alright. I think I'm good.
How do you feel about the Minions, Hans?
Yeah.
I'm sure we could trick him into watching a Minions movie.
You want to watch 4 Minion movies? How many are there? 4 or 5, right?
Do you count Despicable Me movies as Minions movies?
Well, yeah, they are.
Okay, then like maybe 7?
There's like 4 or 5 then.
Fuck. Okay. I've never seen one, so that would be a lot of work, a lot of watching for me, I think. Florian, I respect you. I guess what I'm saying is, hey, you got great ideas.
Clip this. Send it to Florian.
Florian, you can come back to Is It Kino whenever you want. I know you love the Purple Cast, but if you want more than 40 views, come on over.
What's the Purple Cast? What are we throwing shade at?
Purple Kernels.
It's not shade at all. It's my favorite podcast because Florian exclusively reviews movies over on the Purple Cast now.
Is it just himself?
No, it's him and Purple Kernel and Erich. Erich is on this show that I'm talking shit about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He's the main appeal, they say.
Okay, fuck that show is what I'm saying, I guess. Is that what we're doing, Jimmy? I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this.
I was supposed to be... I was going to be a guest on his program, and then he said, I can't upload this, I'm going to get in trouble. So then I had to upload it. So I attempted to be a guest on his show.
Alright, well...
Should we talk about the other show I was a guest on, Hans?
Fuck Elrich, I guess we're good. What is it? What did you do? What's the show? What'd you do?
So MLH invites me onto his podcast.
Crack?
And MLH, he's our friend who we met up with in Boston. And I look at his podcast and it's got like 40 views per episode. So I figure, okay, nobody's going to see this. I could say anything.
Yeah, he's your friend.
Now it's... My episode is by far, a magnitude of 30, the most viewed episode. Like 2,000 views as opposed to 40. And it was a time when I was upset with Hans for not watching Eddington. So I was talking some shit.
Okay. So is that why he got 2,000 views? Because
I assume it was from your Discord fans, because I don't know why everybody would click on this.
Did it get posted in the Discord? I don't know. I follow the Discord pretty closely, and I don't know if it was... maybe MLH might have posted in, like, the plugs section.
I don't know why else it would have got so many views. I didn't have anything else interesting to say.
Well, MLH is very popular these days. I believe he's going to be in, like, a Tom Ford music video for Cologne, too. He's on the come-up, this guy.
Speaking of recent episodes of podcasts, I heard that the Kino Corner just was on the Giant Geo podcast talking about something he was writing, and maybe that's the thing that he was writing that was maybe possibly including me in a role. I haven't listened to it yet, but that's the only reason why. I mean, with all due respect, but I know both those guys, so it's nothing really new for me to listen to their film opinions. But that might be interesting to hear about, perhaps. Not a sponsor.
MLH and Eggy are going to be in the new Kino movie. Is that what we're saying?
It's going to be like Lethal Weapon. Actually, I'm looking at the channel right now. So MLH has... Oh, I'm sorry. We have a guest here. Speaking of MLH.
What?
But I was just going to say, Mumkey, your episode is head
Kenny's
and shoulders
here.
above the rest. Hey, Kenny.
Talking shit.
No one's talking shit. We're just trying to get to the bottom of a civil dispute here about your penis.
Oh, hold on. I need a second.
Kenny, I think it would be great if you could just break down...
Talking shit?
No one's talking shit, Kenny.
Hans was talking some shit.
Hans was saying you have a penis.
Shit, bro. Why does
Hans said that your titties are bigger than your
You
cock.
just set him off.
Boy, you guys are so... Like, it's a room full of dudes talking about penises, bro. The man boobs I can get, bro. Cool, whatever. I've dealt
Kenny,
with that.
Kenny,
Hold on.
Kenny,
your camera's frozen.
Hold on, Kenny. You've met me, right? You've talked to me in
You're tall
person.
as fuck, bro.
Do you really think that I'm the one that's like creating whatever the fuck this is about you? And your
I
tits
feel
or
like
whatever?
I feel like somebody said something, you said something, and then they just went, "Oh yeah, Hans said it definitely, bro." Like you just took the bait, bro. I'm sorry. That's why I be sitting there looking at, like, whenever Lo says something, I'm just like, is he trying to rage bait niggas? I think you're trying to rage bait niggas.
Me? No.
Yeah, no, definitely not him, bro. He never does that. Yeah, anyway.
Hey, last time we hung out, I just wanted your friend to continue giving us beer because it was his bar. So I just kept making conversation, even though I had no idea what was going on. Because I was just like, hey, we're here. We'll get another one from him, right?
Yeah, I was trying to get drunk too, bro. That would have been cool. Well, not really drunk, but like, a little buzz, something.
Well, here's what I wanted to ask, because we were talking about the whole fake Kino Corner, fake penis situation in the Discord earlier. Did you ever resolve this penis issue with Hans?
No. Does he want me to?
It didn't come up at the Boston premiere, your penis?
Did it? I don't remember, bro.
I'm asking you. I was too busy. I was preoccupied.
What did I do with his penis?
Well, you mentioned his penis one time, and obviously that means you're gay.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm just curious. Like, I don't care if anybody's gay
Bi-curious?
or not. I don't think anybody's gay, but like, I don't think I wouldn't care. It's just like.
Well, Kenny, let me introduce you properly here to Mumkey, Eggy, and E-Rich here. You actually filmed a Cameo.com video for Mumkey's birthday because he couldn't make it to the Boston premiere.
I vaguely remember that. But what's up, guys?
Yo.
Are these... Hold on, give me 1 second. I want to check something really quick.
Lores, can you pull up a Loveline email right now and we can do a practice round?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Oh, man, I'm so down.
Let me see. Let me see if I can...
Don't read the one about E-Rich.
grab a
We already
message.
covered that one.
That's right. All right.
To anyone that's listening, this episode was supposed to end like 20 minutes ago. Just in case.
Yeah, I have to leave in 5 minutes, regardless.
I'll leave soon, too. I'm about to hop on my video.
Me too.
Just in case you're wondering why this episode is all of a sudden 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that was my fault. Imagine if I was like, come on, guys, just stay around for like a little bit more.
We needed this link up, though. This was important. That we need that flag to be planted here. I think it's more important than anything else, so I'm glad that we're here for it.
I've got a very lengthy one here that could be something to chew on. Honestly, this might be too good. We might have to save this for the show.
Yeah, because E-Rich has to go in 5 minutes. We need a short one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine.
Okay, this is what I'm going to ask, and then I'll probably just hop off because like these dudes are waiting on me, and I don't want to get yelled at by some like dudes, some nerds. But do any of you guys have hacker friends so we can find out who actually was starting all that penis crap, bro? Because like
Hans told me in confidence it was him.
Oh, wow.
I love that you pick the oldest, worst with computers person to say that I'm the one that's hacking. I'm like, I barely know how to check my fucking email on my computer, and I'm like, yeah, I'm hacking people. I'm fucking 40 in 3 months, and you're like, yeah, he's the one. That's
I mean, what hacking is there? Is making a fake Discord and posting a penis picture. It's not hacking.
Dude, I get like friend requests on Discord. I don't even know how to reply to. I think MLH asked for, send me a friend request like 5 months ago, and I don't even just like, okay, I don't know how to go back to it.
Well, so, yeah. I have a question here. This is kind of brief, but it's something we can get to the bottom of. Hello, Hans, Lores, and Kenny. So I haven't had sex or sought out any sort of romance since February because the last time I did, I could not ejaculate, and it was deeply humiliating for me.
Oh no.
How do I get over this and put myself back out there?
That's happened to me before, where you're just like pounding away at that shit, and then it's just like, yeah, it's hard, but it's not like you're gonna finish. And like, I don't know, my thing, the way I look at it now is like, because you know how females be like, oh, I don't come when I'm having sex. I've never come at all. I'm like, all right, bet we're gonna make sure you come tonight, bro. fuck out of here, dog. Like, I don't know. It only happens with like dead fishes, though, that just like lay there, like expecting me to perform some sort of miracle, and I'm just like, yeah, no, dog, this ain't fun. But I'll make sure you come, and then we can just say that. I don't know. Yeah.
Have you ever faked an orgasm during sex?
I feel like that would be hard to do because then I'd have to. The lights would have to be off, so I could just like spit on her.
You can just a condom is right. You can just come inside the No, all right.
No, but like, won't they feel that though?
What is this? 1982? What are we afraid of AIDS here?
What is this? Not the black community? Yeah.
Well, I get tested. Thank you very much, and I don't have anything. Like,
oh no, I'm just thinking of like
kind of rude.
Getting pregnant the wrong person. I guess.
Oh yeah, no, that's
what I would be afraid of. Yeah, that's the thing I would be afraid of mostly. Yeah. 18 years of commitment is the thing that I will be more.
Hans, that's where you buy a toupee, leave the country, and you're a brand new person.
You're now guy incognito, Hans.
Hans is telling me all this stuff like I don't have 2 kids already. Like,
exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying.
My thing is like I don't want to get like because like those 2 are still under the age. I don't want to get trapped with another one by anybody because like as soon as they turn 18, I'll still be in their life.
Well, that's okay because you only date 60-year-olds, right?
Yeah. That shit is dry as fuck.
Goth moms, big tit goth moms, hell yeah. But no, Lord, let me go do this. You guys have a good night. Plugging all my handles and stuff. Chupacabra burned some and all that happy jazz. But you guys have a good night, okay?
Keep playing that flute.
Oh yeah, no, bro, definitely. I got my D scale down ish. It's just like my hands are like big, so like I don't know. I'm looking at bigger.
You should make a bigger flute.
Yeah, no,
it is a slightly female instrument.
Yeah, that's true. But like, imagine you be able to play it, and then you bust out some like sexy ass song, and all the bitches be like, "Oh my god,
what?"
Just like Kenny G.
Bitches love musicians, bro. What?
Bitches don't love fucking flutes.
What?
They go to band camp and stick them in their pussy.
That's like the most. Like, listen, look.
It's one of the more phallic.
Listen, everybody's expecting like a guitar.
Hey, like, for good reason.
Hey,
bro, nobody.
Hey, you know what really gets me wet? A fucking nerd playing whoo on a fucking flute
with his shirt off.
Right, bro. You fucking flooding that shit, dog. Like, come on, man. Like, they don't expect it, and then if it's good, like, come on, man.
Is that our advice for the love line, guys? If you can't come, just play the flute. Delight her in many ways.
Accordion, Kenny. An accordion will work better than a flute.
Like Weird Al?
That's what. No, thank you.
Flutes are way more swag. Here, I'm gonna give you guys a real answer. Okay, you take L-arginine. Okay, for enhanced circulation, you take maca root, because that'll make your shit feel a lot more, you know, the way you want it to feel. And then you go to the adults section of Walmart. You're looking for something called Fire and Ice. Okay, you want the fire kind.
Hold on, pause. I gotta write this down.
You got the enhanced circulation from the L-arginine. This fire stuff is basically it's like kind of similar to Icy Hot. How it's like it kind of is a circulation enhancer. You can also use a ring. They have those in the adult section as well. If you know what that ring's for. I'm talking about.
Hey, the ring.
Get that fire mode on there. It's gonna get you, you know what I'm saying, where you need to be. Lock it in with the ring. And
but don't.
On that note, Rich has to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now that I've got this useful information, I'm gonna head out.
Peace out.
I don't even know what to do with a cock
I got
at Walmart,
bro.
They sell them
Adios.
now.
All right, guys, I'm going to because I got video games. But I would love to hang out and talk shit with you guys whenever you guys want to. You know, let me know.
Well, we got plenty of questions for Love Line. We're gonna get to.
Yeah, no, I saw that on the Discord. Them dudes was like, that shit's dead. Never gonna happen. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, that's right. Keep that in mind. It'll never happen.
So,
all right, Kenny. Enjoy Siphon Filter.
All right, peace out, guys. You guys have a good night, okay?
Peace out.
All 3 or 4 of you guys.
5 of us.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, Siphon Filter was a great fucking game. I used to play the fuck out of that. PlayStation 1. I don't know why you pulled that
awesome
one
game.
up.
All right. Well, perfect way to end the Scarface episode. That has been movies for this week. Thank you for listening.
Peace.
Recording stopped.